Howard Jr., Resource Global 2022 Austin cohort.
I'm Zach Thomas, Austin, Texas, Resource Global cohort 2022.
One key takeaway from my time at Resource Global was that there are people doing God's work, and we just need to do a better job of leaning into those relationships, connecting where we're passionate, and allowing God to amplify the work that we're doing. I would say that living the society that we live in today, it can be easy to be in silo. It can be easy to do things by yourself. It can be easy to rely on your own strength. And Resource Global really highlighted that you're not in this by yourself. And you can connect with individuals that look like you or individuals that don't look like you, but we're all connected under God. I mean, Resource Global just really connected that to me and then amplified it when we talk about the workplace, right? Where you spend majority of your time is working, right? Majority of your time is doing something 9 to 5 for those who are on that traditional schedule. And that's a lot of time to not be thinking about God, not to be thinking about your skills and your faith if you're not doing that at a consistent level. So the biggest takeaway was the fact that I'm not in this by myself, and I have a lot of people out there that are doing great work. It's about just building those relationships, which is a hope and an excitement that I have, because just in the year and a half of being connected with Resource Global, I've had my own relationships. I've developed great opportunities with people and really looking to lean into that so we can do great things across the globe.
The key takeaway for me going through Resource Global, coming out of a transition to a brand new community, and then going through COVID and experiencing a lot of isolation working from home, I was really looking to build community. And so whenever the opportunity came up for me to jump into Resource Global, I was very enthusiastic about finding other people who were passionate about their faith and trying to understand what it looks like to live that out and in the marketplace, in their businesses, in our jobs, where the reality is we're surrounded by a lot of people who don't share our worldview. Part of my evolution of faith and work is understanding that God calls us to be cultivators and artists, and He also calls us to do things differently than the rest of our competition. And so that's evolved in the way that my entire business model and the way that I've structured my entire practice has really just revolutionized the way that I live out my faith each and every day inside of the marketplace. Our Gospel Action Plan was born out of a vision of two people that come from completely different places in the community, different worldviews and different experiences. And it's not by coincidence that Michael and I ended up sharing a room together while we were in South Africa.
We spend many nights just talking about the day, talking about the classes, talking about the sessions, talking about what we've seen, what's current, but also what's in the past. And through our shared passions, we realized that there was definitely a need for us to bring different ethnicities together, predominantly the Black and Hispanic community, because here in Austin, there's such a rift between those two demographics. So our Gospel Action Plan came into consideration, where we wanted to focus on the Dream Clock, where the Dream Clock was creating language and definitions and an understanding that can eliminate some of these differences that we focus on that creates that rift. So our Gospel Action Plan was really focused on creating that community, allowing us to bring individuals from different backgrounds and begin to see each other not as different, but as just all children of God.
I think it's continuing to just engage in authentic conversations and getting people to be open to the experience of engaging with people who share a different worldview than them. Maybe share different political opinions, or maybe they live in a different part of town, or they go to a different style of church. That's where I find that there's a lot of value, is just allowing people to open up their eyes, that there's a that there's value in having that conversation, and that's really where growth is found.
A lot of times our mindset and our actions is based off of information that is not necessarily accurate, right? And it's loaded with a lot of bias and a lot of personal feelings in how we are experiencing certain things without taking into consideration like someone else's lived experiences, someone else's background, someone else's experiences and perspectives. So as we think about these conversations, it's really just going back to the drawing board and starting from the first thing that God said: we're supposed to love each other, right? So like, are we doing that? Are we being loving? Are we being kind? Are we being good? Like, are we doing those foundational things to build true relationships, so that whatever Monica, whatever Nicole, whatever Pete, whatever Zach cares about, I care about, right? And whatever I care about, they care about, and we're supporting one another and moving things forward. So that's the faithful goal we have for Green Park.